What's up, everyone? So the NBA is finally back tonight, and we got two games. The first being the Rockets versus the Thunder. This was the game I was most excited for, as Kevin Durant's debut on the Rockets, and damn, this game did not disappoint. Double overtime thriller. OKC winning 125 to 124, and I first want to start off with the Rockets. So going into this game on the Rockets' behalf, there was a few things I was looking for. One, how's Kevin Durant gonna look on the Rockets? Obviously, and two, how's this big lineup gonna work? Over the offseason, Fred VanVleet got injured, so I was just wondering, how's this Rockets team gonna work with no true point guard on their roster, right? Okay, so this is gonna sound negative, but I actually think the Rockets had a phenomenal game. I'm so excited to see what they do in the future, but without Fred VanVleet, this team just looks so on offense, They don't have a true facilitator like him, and I think that's what ultimately costed them the game, and it's going to hurt them a lot this season unless they trade for a point guard. Few things I just want to say. Alperen Sengun. A few things I want to say. Alperen Sengun, 39 points, 7 assists, 11 rebounds. Crazy. He was the best player tonight, even though the Rockets lost. But this is the first time in Kevin Durant's career where he's having an elite center on his team. And this is really interesting, just thinking about the plays he could create, or, space he could have now. Because, let's see here. Yeah, oh my gosh, 5 for 8 at 3. That's just crazy for a center to be doing. So this just opens the floor up so much for KD. And man, you could just tell when KD was on the bench after he got fouled out. He just looked like a proud father. Yeah, I know I said it a bunch of times already, but I cannot wait to see what's in store for this Rockets team. Hopefully they could have a facilitator like Reed Sheppard step it up. It was his first game of his sophomore year. Not a good game at all, but we're only one game in, so it doesn't matter too much. And then just quickly on the Thunder side, the question I had in mind today was, how would they look without J-Dub? Answer: they looked really good. Shea doing Shea things. Cason Wallace with 4 steals. That was incredible. Alex Caruso just looked amazing on defense once again. And Chet Holmgren was the best player tonight. 11 for 17, putting up 28, 2 and 7. Yeah, he looked really, really good. He stepped it up big time for the Thunder without J-Dub. And big shout out to AJ Mitchell. 16 points in 15 minutes. That's really good. Without your second option, you need a spark plug like that to come out. So shout out him. And then this second game, Warriors versus Lakers. Can we stop putting the Lakers on primetime television? Listen, I know they're a big franchise. They have 2 of the biggest household names in the NBA. But, oh my gosh, this team just looks so bad. Just the construction of this roster, it leaves me so confused. And the question I had going in this game was, how would DeAndre Ayton look? He was bought out of his contract, so that's already like, the Trailblazers just lost complete faith in him. He was getting paid over $30 million. That's just, it's not good to see, but I still don't think it was a bad move for the Lakers to sign him because they got him for really cheap. But my expectation for DeAndre Ayton was just to be I wouldn't even say mid, just like a meh center. You know what I mean? Like at the very least, just hustle more. And in the very first game, this dude is just completely lost on defense. He has no aggression in him. It just brings me back to whatever happened with Mikal Bridges and DeAndre Ayton when they were on the Suns, and he was telling him to toughen up. Like you're in the NBA, you're a center. That's like the most physical position, and he won't show that, and it continues to show on the Lakers. I mean, this is just, I just got done watching the game, so this is right off the top of my head, but there was this one play where he was on defense. He was baiting, I don't know who it was in the corner, but someone went to drive into the basket, and instead of helping, it's not like he went to guard the guy on the three, because then I would get it, like letting up a 2 is better than letting up a 3. But he just stood there. I don't get it. And JJ needs to hold him accountable. I don't know if it's just that Braun's not there too, but he needs to hold him accountable. Yeah. I got nothing else to say about this Lakers team other than maybe just a few things. Oh yeah, Luka, 43-point game was great. 3-point percentage was god awful, but when you gotta carry the heavy lifting like that, that's just what you gotta do. Shout out Austin Reeves too, 26, 9 assists as well. Rui, Gabe Vincent is another complete traffic cone out there. And then other than Marcus Smart, this bench is horrific. I truly think, LeBron at this age, him coming back's not going to do anything. NBA media, please, for the love of God, stop putting this much attention on the Lakers. I'm so done with it. I don't want to talk about it. Okay, and then for the Warriors, Butler 31, Draymond Green put up a solid stat line too, 8, 9, and 7. Kuminga came up real big at the end. Make sure the Lakers didn't come back. 17, 6, and 9. Shout out him. Curry played, but it doesn't matter because of Butler. And nothing too special on the bench either, but except for Buddy Hield. Shout out Buddy Hield. We get that early season version of him. That's a guy who, early in the season, that dude's just a bucket. He looks like the best shooter on the planet at the beginning of every year. But, that's what you need when you got an older squad like that. It's important to get those early season wins just so you don't have to worry about it at the end or when you have to secure a playoff spot. All right, that's all I got for the games. If you enjoyed this, please sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.